Does he do well?
Not lately. Well, that's why I call him Spill VIZ. He spills at every show.
Why don't you tell the audience why we don't have a third guest? I'm just curious, Bostin. You explain it to me because I don't understand it.
Phil VIZ was all about coming on the show, contacting me about wanting to come on here and expose coaches. I have the text messages. And then I said, yeah, I said, you're entertaining. I said, let's do it. People were looking forward to it. Leo made a post. It got tons of comments of people wanting us to bring questions. And who knows what happened? Maybe Phil read some of the questions, comments.
Bro, I was about to call you today about... Okay, continue.
So I don't know if he read the comments or whatever, but it must have psyched him out because I got a text from him, I want to say 3 days ago. He's like, hey, man, I can't do the podcast. We'll have to do it for after USA. But, dude, after he flaked like that, it's not even worth it. He'll probably flake on us again. It's not even worth having him on. And he said he was like, Leo just called me a bitch. I'm not going to do it anymore.
Well, look, let me tell you guys, because the guys listening to this are going to think, oh, Bostin doesn't like Phil, so he's making some stuff up. No, listen, guys. To my understanding, Phil contacted... Okay, so I'm not going to go all the way back into this guy's relationship, but there's a reason I personally, I never disliked him, but I was a little bit suspicious of it. Actually, I'll say one of them. I'm friends with Bostin. The hell are you doing messaging me, telling me not to be friends with Bostin, and that Bostin... Like, the guy sent me messages trying to get me to backstab, leave Bostin. Yeah. And I was like, dude, I don't even know you, you bitch. This is my friend. What are you doing messaging me about this? So I was really rough on him that first time. He stayed away for a couple of weeks. Then he came back right later. Remember that thing he came to bring to me? That secret story about the coach that he doesn't like? He thinks that I'm a tool, a pawn. He's going to go give me the story so I can go destroy somebody's life. Dude, we're not about destroying people's lives here. We only talk about stuff when it's interesting or relevant, not people's private lives. We're not trying to harm families. He came to do that to me, and then
it's funny because he knows I really strongly dislike that coach, but I don't go personal, man. I keep it at that level. I don't.
That's a low blow. We don't do low blows like that unless someone attacks you first. That's different. But man, so then the next thing is I don't hear from him for a while, and I message you about it, and then suddenly you tell me Phil VIZ wants to come on the show. I'm like, oh, awesome. Now the thing about me is the subscribers, maybe you guys, because I don't always respond a lot on Instagram. I really love your questions, man. I really appreciate it when you guys spend time asking cool questions for me and Bostin. It makes our job so much easier and fun. And so I got upset because I made a post and like 80 people spent the time writing questions. In fact, some of them made fun of Phil, and I responded back saying, dude, ask a good question, and they responded with a good question. Now today I'm sitting trying to look for questions for our podcast today because this guy ditched us, and I go through the question. I'm like, dude, every time somebody was slightly nasty to him, he replied really hard back like, no, this is not my thing. And they're like, dude, we're just asking. It's not a... So they were pretty...
Dude, in prep, I think it's the prep drugs. He can't handle them. Like, literally...
Wait, he's competing?
Yeah, dude, he's doing a show in 2 weeks. That's why he said he can't do the podcast because.
I thought he's training a guy for his shows.
No, I don't know. He's literally competing in 2 weeks, and he doesn't want all the drama. And I'm like, dude, we're gonna. And he said that he was gonna start drama, and he was gonna talk shit about coaches on here. And he said by him doing that, it would have caused drama on his end. But honestly, man, he freaks out close to the show. I don't know.
Bostin, my thing was just simple. I told him when he messaged me that morning, he's like, I can't do your show. I'm like, dude, I just posted this yesterday. My subscribers, everybody spent time. I'm like, he's like, I have a you don't think my show is more important than your show? And I'm like, no, it is, but I schedule, you fucked up and you messed up my schedule. And you're not my buddy to come mess up my schedule and then tell me like it's all right.
This is how I think about it. So it would be an hour out of his time that he already committed to. It's not going to, if anyone with a good mental space would be able to do it, but you know him, dude, he's erratic.
Yeah, that's anyway, but I wanted to, if Phil ever hears this, bro, we don't bring people on the show and like attack them on the show. We're never going to try to make you look bad on the show. That's not the point of the show. That's why he said, hey, Bostin wanted to do with me in person in Florida, because he thought he'll be able to make you be nicer to him on the thing. He thought probably you're going to attack him or something.
He's insane if he thinks I would ever meet with him to do a podcast.
Anyway, so he's competing? He's a bodybuilder?
Phil VIZ, yeah, he's been trying to go pro for years.
Oh, I didn't know that. Does he do well?
Not lately. That's why I call him Spill VIZ. He spills at every show.
By the way, they think Nick made up that name. You saw that?
No, yeah, I've been calling him that for years. I actually gave him his own award. It's called the Spill VIZ Award.